All right, so these areas are ready, you know. So I'm in a new. I have never ever been here. I forgot. Like, it was a place I used to. The best way I could explain this is I used to ride down the closest paved road to here, and I'd be like, I gotta go up that dirt road one day, and I never kind of did because my bike was big. And today I was going by it. I'm like, oh my god, perfect. So I'm going way out there. Whoops, sorry about that. Tom. Tom in San Francisco. Mark, keep the camera steady. I'm like, I know, I'm trying. Look how pretty. I literally just stopped because I saw how cool that was. It goes all the way through. I gotta tell you, there's a lack of signs of anything I do here. They aren't here. It's a bizarre thing. I mean, they might be, but they're not. It's the rock ones. They're not leaving the... Let's see. I really haven't taken a close look. I mean, I got a major cave going in there. I don't know if that's man-made or not in the past. You know, how do you know? Or if it's natural, man could have continued to ruin it, or it's theirs, or a combination of all of them. It could be. You know, who knows the amount of time involved, you know, with our Earth, you know. We don't know. You're listening to people. Remember, you think because your scientist said something that they're right? They don't know anything. Believe me, they don't know anything. It's all hypothesis, typically. That looks like a spot down there, but not really. Like, I gotta... Let's go for a ride up the hill. So basically what I'm doing is checking spots today. It's actually a hard day for me, besides I get to enjoy this gorgeous, incredible ride. So that's a contradiction, but it's rare. Where it's just there's just blue skies. It's probably in the 60s, maybe almost going to be 70 out here. I went out to a hotter area, and I'm just looking around, and I figured I would take you with me for the ride. Hopefully, who knows what we'll find. So maybe this will become a good video. I don't know. This is not my plan today, but I'm always prepared to go as far as I got to go. I'll walk 5 miles in there if I have to right now. It's all about this. It's not about ride. In fact, I finally got to where I could like have some fun on the bike, and I don't do it. It's amazing. I'm literally staring, you know, like off the road. I'm like, Mark, you should just be at least taking a day and do some turns, go have some fun. I don't do it. It's just I'm married to this subject. I gotta keep. I feel like my time is limited in this, and I want to. See, these guys don't mark. Those guys over there, they're over there. You'll see them, like, you'll walk by there, and they'll just be, like, lean in the video. They'll, like, be leaning out, looking right at you. You can tell the reason you know there is because what do you do for a lack of structures? You pick focal points, and you can see it right there. It's as blatant as the day is short. Look at that. It depends on what you do. I've had years of my life, where the days are torturous, and you just can't wait to get out of there and can't wait to get home, you know. In this, my days go too fast. It's the one thing. So I do have the same stress and anxiety all of you have. Believe me. And it probably worse because it's all by myself. You know, I have nobody. And, you know, there's exchanges, you know, in some of the benefits I have. I paid the price, basically, is what I'm saying, for the beauty and to do what I do here. It's an incredible place that it's a never-ending world out here. I see it's kind of weird that the 2 trees that are dead are trident-like. Could be a coincidence. I don't think so. Let's see, you could drink that water, no problem. There's no Bigfoot faces in the water. All right, that's all. I just wanted to show you that. You know, and then with that, you're going to have your rocks sitting there that looks like they shouldn't be there. That's about all I could point out here. They look like they were put there, and that looks like it has a face on it, guys. Why is there always a face on it? It's theirs. Remember, there's a whole thing in this that we don't understand. We still think within logic, even outside of logic. So we're like, okay, so it's not logical, but what if it's this? What if it's... That's the thing. It's not. It's nothing we're going to think of. That's my opinion. We've got to figure it out. We got to catch it. We've got to have them help us. We've got to have lots of people, and we just keep repeating, keep doing it. Oh, Mark, I've seen this. Well, no, you haven't seen them, because then you don't know. Then you don't know what we're doing here. You have to continuously, always stick our noses where they don't belong, basically. I mean, they do belong there. That's the thing. It's people that have created our division, I believe, not anybody else. It's always been people. Early on, they took us like, look, we're going to take these idiots and we'll be rich, and they're going to do whatever we tell them to do. And it's been like that since the beginning of time, the beginning of governments and people. Okay, so that just goes right in there. It's interesting. I think it stops right there. Great shelter. Like a real survival type of shelter there. If you really needed one, like if you were gonna die, like stuck out here and you were gonna die, that's a great place to be right there. Yeah. God, it looks like one of them just sitting under the tree right there. Where did I see that? Right there. There's a spot right there, but that's not it. Right there. It's just a bush, like under a tree, I think, unless he's tricking us. Looks like an arm, everything. Man, with your eyes, that looks like one of them sitting there. Guys, look. Look, right, like it's more like that. I mean, it really looks like it could be one of them. But I think it's just a bush, but man, bizarre. And then you got the rocks next to it, which are weird. It's all dirt and rocks. It's a spot. I stopped because, look, hold on, let me put my kickstand down. It's unbelievable. There's something major happening here. I got trees in the middle. Hold on, let me get this spot first before I forget. The spot is what made me stop, right there. Come on. It's so dark. It's so dark I can't see. It's pitch black right there. Look at that, no person's been there. There is no question in my mind that there is activity there. At some point or another, probably right this second. Blatant Bigfoot tree. People used to be like, what's a Bigfoot tree? And then Brandon tridents in front of weirdness. That's a spot in 1,500,000 million right there. How's that for you? I was trying to make it sound funny. I'm not that uneducated. Yeah, I can't say uneducated, so maybe I am. Hold on. Give me a second. So I thought it was amazing. I turned around because I don't think you can go much further, but the trident on the road was just incredible. You can tell it was something years ago, and then as soon as you pass it, it's all that. And it's nothing. It's all no man's land. Of course, this was special. And then here we come with the road, because there's a pretty lake over there. The lake's right over there. And it is, let me tell you something. That is one beautiful place. All right, so I'm losing it, guys. I have a draw up here like I can't even begin to explain to you. Look at that. Blatant. Look at that, you guys. And then there's a round thing on top of it. You gotta open your mind. It's right there for you to see. You just gotta see it. You just gotta see the round and then the thing in front. And remember, I've seen this thousands of times. I was gonna say 100,000, but it hasn't been that many. Like thousands. Places that nobody knows, nobody can see. Nobody can come here. You know, it's so far away from anything. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the bike, I wouldn't be here. And plus, the motorcycle gives you like free range. If you're back here like in a vehicle, the people look at you like, what are these people doing? Like you're immediately committing a crime, you know, like, or you just feel that way almost. But on a bike, they know immediately what you're doing. They can see you. There's no threat there. They know you're just out for a ride. You give them a big wave. Be respectful with speed as you go by their house, things like that. And you are good to go on the bike. The bike, you're actually better off back here if you're going to be in people's, the people that come down, there's a few people that come down this road, but only they come down it because they live on it. So when they see randoms, it probably bothers them. And I don't blame them at all. But if they see me on the bike, they're like, oh, this guy's just riding his bike. They don't care. That dark spot is interesting next to that weirdness. There's two little white eyes on it. It's on the top, too. I swear it's a giant Bigfoot in there. I could see it with my own eyes without the camera. That's so bizarre. Look at that. Sorry. Because no one ever said anything to me, but I notice. Like, look at that. Check this out. Look at this. Like you don't have, you have a choice if you're actually watching. Of course you're going to look at it. Bye. But look at this. Look, if I'm going to try to get over there, hopefully this road keeps going that far. But I'll tell you, visually, what a beautiful, unbelievable, I can't talk. Visually, what an unbelievable payoff this is. Look at this, you guys. Oh man, it just doesn't look right on camera. You gotta see that with your eyes, how beautiful that is. Oh yeah, you better believe it. It's impossible. They would never let a place like that go. We're talking about focal points. You're talking about a focal point of the century. And in my experience, it's impossible for them not to be there. They're there. It's the top of the world. There's definitely an elevation situation here in Colorado. I see something shining in a tree all the way up there. I want to see if it's an optical illusion or what. That right there. Is that it? It's weird how that white thing is glowing like a... Yeah, I see that. It looks completely different with your eyes, that right there. It looks like a glowing thing. You can get an idea like that kind of, with your eyes, but all the way back here, the only thing you can see is this glowing white thing. I don't think it's anything. In fact, I don't see them, so I might not stop over. I'm going to stop real quick, but if I don't show it to you, it's because it just wasn't worth showing. Well, this forest is legit. Big time. They don't like the other stuff. Sorry about the glares. I have scratches on my lens until I get a new camera. I did it twice now. This is my newer one, so I've had this since Carlos helped me last year, and now I need another one. So next time, I know I just can't be walking through the bushes. You guys, look at the corner, okay? So check this out. That's where I was. I was right down there. You can see there's a trident that's broken, of course. Right? I figured out that property, it has a driveway that goes down, and it's just right there, right where this forest ends. This is the spot right here. I'm going to find out how much that property costs. Then look, check it out. You have this is sitting alive on top of that. Okay, that one stump right there is holding it up. Okay, check it out. Okay, watch this. This is great. X. Okay, it's a really good X. It's 2 actually. Right, this bends. I don't know how in the world that got bent through behind the back of the X. It's impossible, right? You got your doubles right there. I was showing you nothing. There's nothing on the way up here, which means they're watching me right the freak now, because they're in these places. They don't need. It's there. You just can't see it. Sorry, I'm one-handed. I'm trying to do the best I can. Look at the sticks underneath. I believe that's an X or 2 right there, and then you got your 2 leaners. The blatants can possibly be that turn into an X at the top. And then behind you have your big leaner on the back. Ooh, so let me look around. I just wanted to show you that. Look at the tridents. Posted private property, and it's for sale. Here's the catch. There's no power, and the winter up here would be out of control. But I could spend time with them at night. Anything goes down up here, you are on your own. It would take an hour and a half to get a police officer here, and I'm thinking that's at best. So whatever goes down up here, you're dealing with it on your own. Look at this. I think this is the property. Yeah, there's the property. It's all right here. So I don't know how many acres. This could be a multi-million-dollar property. I thought it was this little lot. It's probably like 1,000 acres. There's trails through it. You can tell. It's all private property. Imagine owning that. Look at that view. I mean, this is the type of thing where, you know, you just are done with people. Here's where you move. You'd have a big smile on your face every single day when you sat on your front porch. Over now. Stop moving out for a second. She has a face on it. Look at those weird rocks. It's not a campsite or anything. It wasn't touched by the fire either. And there's this weird rocks just sitting out there. Looks like they've been placed there, though. Oh my God. You guys, that is a made. Top of the world. You know, these are places that no one's ever going to see. You know, even someone that comes through here, they can't see that. They can't zoom on what I can. It's just a real fireplace. So those rocks were messed with, but where is it done by people? Fake fire. Yes! Wait, this is not the only part of it. Give me watch this. Okay, so it's fake fire. Never been a fire, okay? Watch this. There's the wood. It's the one thing they can't seem to figure out. There's someone built an entire fireplace, put wood in it, never burnt a fire. The wood's next to it. There's a pile of wood next to it that looks like it's ready to burn, right? You get over here. Remember, I'm 27 miles up a road. Okay? Well, probably more like 20 up this road. No idea where it goes. I don't have the first clue at where it goes, okay? And these rocks are all bizarre. Look, every single rock has been touched. I told you it's the rocks. This is all them, you guys. I got such confirmation, vibe-wise. It's all them. Look, wait till I show you this, right? And then watch this. You can just tell how they've all been, like, disturbed, like, non-human-like. They're just, like, in weird patterns, and I'm telling you there's something to the rocks, right? Let me take this helmet off. Hold on a second. Remember, they don't have to hide. Here, they can just, as long as they're connected to energy, that's, oh, son of a gun. That's what I didn't want to happen. As long as they're connected to energy. So I did really good on the accessories, guys. Cell phone holder, $15, Walmart. Walmart carries this stuff up here. Tank bag, $25. $40 just for that. Using my same old backpack. Didn't buy bags, not buying accessories. Of course, a helmet is a good investment. But I only bought a $200 helmet. Oh, now I got structures too. Wow. I think I got structure. Look at this, you guys. Their world just burnt up. Oh yeah, look. Look at that. I wonder if these rocks all say something. If it's burnt, does that change it? Because that still looks very inhabitable to me. Looks like it was a spotty fire. I mean, it came through here, but what about that pile of rocks up there? I can't wait to see that. All right. Man, someone moved every... Ask yourself, you finally get up here in your car, or your ATV. Would you get out of the ATV and start moving every single rock in the region and build walls with them? Look, you can see where everyone was. Of course you wouldn't. It's the last thing you do. You'd probably pull out a joint and smoke it. You know, the last thing you can do is do all of this. You guys, check it out. I think it has something to do with the fire. It's like a response to the fire. Okay, watch this. I'm so excited about it. Even though you guys aren't, it's not going to come out great on a video like that exciting. It's still exciting. Watch. I can't see my screen, so bear with me. We got sun right in there. Check this out, you guys. Wow, son of a... Why would someone do that? I could see practicing and building a wall, but then go and messing with every single rock in the region. You guys, this is groundbreaking, I think, in a sense. Get it? Look at these piles of rocks. They did it. This, you guys, I mean, keep in mind where I am. I'm in a place that would never, ever, ever be touched by human beings if it wasn't for that dirt road. You couldn't hike here, you couldn't expedition here, it would never work. You could never do it. You'd end up in a million other places first. I can see all their spots. I'm not talking about where I'm zooming. Watch this after this. I believe that's all theirs. You can see the structures. Nothing got changed because of the fire. It didn't even kill the trees. Watch. You can just blatantly see where they sit. If someone's around. Hold on, right there. That's where they'd be. You got your trees and your rocks. Wow. Remember, don't be too hard on me. This isn't my videos yet. You guys, look at the rocks here, okay? I want to end this video, so I'm gonna just show you, okay, really quick. Man, these things got torched, but I don't know if they're dead. Talk about a burning bush. My goodness gracious. Now watch the rocks, you guys. It's crazy. And then the ones that aren't stacked have been stood up, okay? Watch. No person could have done this. It's not in our nature. Look at all the rocks standing up. Watch. All unique looking rocks standing up. It's actually why I stopped, because of that one. At the beginning, I was like, I said it to myself, there's no way someone didn't put that there. Whether it's a person or one of these guys, they put that there. I knew instantly it's not possible. You know, this is hundreds of millions of years old up here, guys. Rocks don't pull themselves out of the ground, just put themselves or stand themselves up, things like that. This has all been done. You can see where all the rocks were taken out. Why would they look at the three tiers? Which does this one part does look like people to me. But what is that? We both have hands, so how do you? So I don't know why they would do that. A lot of work right there. Think about it. It's hot up here, man. Like, especially in the summer. See this? This is theirs right here. Like, why not? Why go through all the trouble of moving it, and then just like look, and then just standing it there, stacked, right? Moved and just standing. That's unbelievable to me. Have people been here? Absolutely, at some point, because when you get to the top of this, which by the way, on a Friday or Thursday, I think it's Thursday, not one person. I don't think not many people know this. You'd have to be have grown up here. It's just blatant stick. Every one of these rocks has been moved. So let's agree to disagree. Humans made 3 walls over there. Why would they do this? Why would they continue to touch every rock in this region? You guys just look back. It looks like you just got to another planet. All that's for a reason. It's not for nothing. They do it for a reason. I want to say fire. Because of the fire, they did it. I don't know that, though. This white aspen, I'm walking all the way here just for this, looks really strange to me. You guys, look. There's no aspen trees here. They're over there. The closest aspen tree is a quarter mile away. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's a chippy. Hey, buddy. Big chipmunk. Oh, you should have seen him. He was like a chipmunk on steroids. See, there's where they are right here. They just do it. I don't understand it. Look, you guys. There's a brand new aspen with budding. It's budding. It was budding recently, which means it was broken off this spring and put there in the burntness, pointing at their rocks that, of course, they live in. Look where it would have been, you know, without people. You could never have been here. Even that is a dirt road, and that's, I don't even know. As the crow flies, that's 7 miles, 8 miles. So, and I got another pile back here. There's an X. Look, brand new aspens dragged over here. You know it's new. You can't argue with me on this one because there was just a fire here not even a year ago. 8 months ago. Look. And then there's a big pile. Could be fire jumpers. I don't know. Why would they bring aspen trees over here? I love seeing this. You can see already. See what happens? It burns everything. But what fire does is replenish everything. So this place will come back stronger than it's ever been before. Here's the interesting thing about here. Anything walked here, I'd know it. In fact, there's deer right there. And they know it. And nothing has walked here besides the deer. We got deer. You guys are killing me over here. See the pretty little blue flowers already coming through. Wow, top of the world, Mom. Oh yeah, 100,000% their work. So, not only did I just show you the cool thing, but I backed it up 100% with their language. See how it's off the ground? All those rocks, they did it. I bet my whole life on it in 2 seconds, right away, without even a second hesitation. Yep. I know for sure because this is all I do. So tell me what you guys think. Incredible, because it goes like looking at the evidence is overwhelming that they did this, and how it goes out there. That's the craziest thing. How it, I thought I heard somebody. It's a plane. How it continues out here. What is it continuing to do? What have I continued to film? I'm pulling out. I look over. I see like this triangle. I'm gonna just take a look at it. Pointing her right in. What do they do when that happens? You know, in a sense, like maybe that spot wasn't to say all, but like, you know what I mean? In certain situations, I'm sure it was. And, you know, that's where they come up and they sit. Remember, they don't just walk all over the place, you know, maybe at night, but most of it's just in that one spot. And they're very rehearsed in preventing you from seeing them as you walk by those spots. Look, I swear that I have seen something up there now. Moving. Look at that, you guys. You see it. Come on now. Don't make me come over to your house and have a conversation with witches. I can't even get an eagle, much less come over to your house. Over now. There she blows, the kingdom. It's on private property. But, not today. I mean, I'll show you in a second. You'll understand in a second why I can't go there today. Give me one structure. And I'll be going over there this summer. That forest, you guys, this is at the top of the world. It's a aspen pine combo. It's got the pyramid at the top. It's out of this world. All I gotta do is go over there. I think I'll take a look at that this summer. As you can see, here's what I did. I'm way up there, guys. I told you I follow it up every year. It's a foot or two from here on. I can't believe this goes through. I'm so excited. Wow, did I pay man, I did the work today, you guys. Look, I'm in the snow. I'm sweating. I have like motorcycle gear on. It's all the stuff I have for my other bike, except the helmet I got new. $200. But how I got my accessories was not you guys. I sold my quad, and then I used that money for accessories, and then which is not that much, and then I used the rest for bills immediately. All right, I guess we're turning around. So this was kind of cool. It's very neat to see that. Look, it's literally the snow line. It is chilly. It's dramatically cooler. It's incredible feeling actually here versus where I was showing you those rocks. It's still an amazing thing. Up here, the lack of structures. You got to find the spots. And I go to places where it's just everywhere, you know. Like here, you can see, I'm pretty sure they did that. You know, but it's far and few. Like, I don't think they need to do a lot up here. I don't think there's many. Typically, those things are for us and mostly for others of their kind. And I don't think they have too many others of their kind passing through up here. And that's just a guess. All right, so I'm back at my happy spot. This is my happy place. My new place. I'll tell you though, so the one thing people do, for the people that care about the bikes, this is a bike that people are die hard into. It's probably the most popular line, whether it's an L or an R series. Honda XRs are just probably one of the best motorcycles made in the world for the money, and they haven't changed. It's still a carburetor. It hasn't changed since 1993. But the one thing is the factory default metal gas tank. And most guys change them right away. People that are looking for range, and that's one of my issues is I have to constantly be concerned with how much gas I have. There's no gas gauge. You have to kind of check on your own. I'm so used to zooming like up, not down. That is a weird looking item to have right there. Is that just a bush? Oh, it's a bush. I think it looked like something else. I can just tell this is the backside of a spot. You can just tell. I don't know though, you know, it seems like there's few up here. I mean, they got every little spot marked. Everything, like that patch is completely structured. You got these piles of rocks everywhere, like up there. Just taking a look up there. I'm feeling we're being watched from up there. Blatant. I mean, look, that's proof. There's a place a human being has never been. I'd put money on it. And then you got your weird Aspen, you know, being field goal, a brand new Aspen being field gold through. Oh, it's an X. I didn't realize that. Into this pile of rubble here, and then everything else is manipulated and touched. Yes, look at that field of manipulation. It's absolutely out of control. Did wind do that? I think joke's getting old. I don't have much of a sense of humor when it comes to this subject. This is one of the most important subjects in the world. It's the most important thing in the world right now. It's just that it's not on the news, so, you know, people will walk around clueless like they always have. Absolutely clueless. We all are. I am too, but just not about this. These two piles. It's weird out there. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. That's fire jumpers. See that, guys? They just randomly jumped out in the middle of nowhere out there. That's fire jumpers clearing the path. It looked like it worked a little bit because none of this stuff like that burned, but I don't know if it died. You know, like it wasn't like this intense fire kind of caught things on fire and that was it. A lot of the stuff survived. I think I'm just going to chill out here for a little while and see what happens. You know, that's the weird part about this. You know, you zoom on there and a legit thing will just go. I zoomed on what looked like a woman with a headdress just sitting there meditating on a rock out in the middle of nowhere just like that. It's completely out of our thinking. And that's why people don't believe it. You know, they think that we're special. When really we're the problem of everything. Every single issue on this earth is because of us. You know that, right? There's no animals causing a problem. We just say they are. So there was too many pigs in West Virginia? Or is there too many pigs for people? Who is the real problem here? Stop messing with our earth. You don't have the authority. One of my theories on up here is today, this is amazing. First of all, today I got a chance to be up here. Not necessarily in what I do, even though I saw that was pretty cool too. It's just the feeling of being up here today. You know, the only thing that you ever lack, you know, is wanting to share that with people. Like, God, man, I wish someone was here riding with me, you know. Chris, by the way, is coming out. Chris C is coming out with his bike, I think at the end of June 21st, I believe. So we'll have some good video, because Chris, let me tell you something, okay? This guy's coming out here with a set of skills, okay? He doesn't need me to show him where to find this stuff, but I'm pretty sure, I don't want to speak for him, he learned it from me, and but let me tell you, he gets outstanding pictures, and he gets stuff even in people's backyards, and he goes into the forest, and so that should be a really good video, I think. Me and Chris don't know each other except for Energy Overload. Like, we're good friends that way, like pictures and sharing. We've never spoken yet. I think that's how comfortable we already are with each other. Like, we've never even talked. He's like, I'm coming out June. I'm like, okay, perfect. So he'll bring his motorcycle out. That'll be fun. One of these years, I'll get Callie up here with his motorcycle. Because we can really do, you know, we're talking about, I might get one ride in the whole summer with someone else, and it's still going to be Bigfoot, you know what I mean? I don't want to just go for a ride. I've done that. Those days are over. I'll enjoy my ride on the way to where I got to film. My eyes are focused on that, not that. Okay? Although I do love this bike. My focus is always here. This is better than a Lamborghini. This is better than a big house. This is real. And there's something so beyond our comprehension out there. So I put a clip on to say something, and I said something completely different. So let me explain. So my theory here is, see it right there? That drops another half a mile below that. And that's 70, that's Glenwood Canyons right there. It's one of the most unbelievable places you'll ever see. It's got everything. Trees, some of the most amazing, most beautiful rock faces you'll ever see. You just can't see it. We're above it. And to me, that's where most of them are, right in there. I mean, of course you can go up there, they're there. But I think they're here, but it's more like, it's almost like, look, this is just like a made-up analogy, but it's almost like this is the country for them. They're all down there in the sickest places ever, most beautiful. It's where their system works and where it is. To me, these are the guys out in the country. These are the country bumpkins. And there's a few out here. And I mean, it could be more than we think. I mean, but I just think that the main places, I'm way above them. So I've actually been looking down as well, but I'm beyond the view. You can just see like a little bit of what some of it looks like, but that doesn't do it justice. It is unbelievable. I've shown you guys. You guys, Google, if you have never seen my Glenwood Canyon videos. Oh, is there a road there right there? What is that? Look at that. What the heck is that? Oh my God, that is just too good out there. That's just, look at that. It just goes forever. Nothing is in between there and there. How much snow is in that bowl right there? Probably 50 feet, something like that. It blows in there all winter. It never stops blowing in there. It could easily be that deep. Isn't that crazy? I'd look it up. I'm sure there's places that have more. Oh, look, you can see it from here. I had no idea you could see it from here. Check that out. Who can say it? What ski slope is that? That's Aspen, guys. Yeah, that's Aspen. Well, I don't know which slope of Aspen it is, but Buttermilk or something, but it's part of Aspen. It shows you how deceiving. That is far, far from here, guys. You wouldn't believe how far that is. It just looks like a painting almost. See, this will make more sense when I was zooming down saying I think they're all down there. These are like the rednecks up here, basically. Well, that's what it looks like. So I was zooming. This isn't it, but it's exactly what it looks like. I zoomed in this earlier, but so like I was up a mountain, like up there, even though, just imagine it. Like up there, I'm looking down, all I can see is is the top. You couldn't see this, and that's what it looks like over there. It's unbelievable. I believe that the majority of them are there in these areas. Gorgeous. So, you know what I mean? So, in other words, if you left there and walked 2 miles behind it, there's nothing back there really. It's just open It's cold. There's always like 10 feet of snow. It's just not an inviting environment. There might be a couple, you know. It's like us. There's always a human somewhere. We'll get, one of us will go somewhere, anywhere we feel like we can be alone, basically. So that's incredible. I hear like a buggy coming up. It's the first one all day. Wow, I've been out here all day alone. It's some kind of four-wheel drive. I can hear it. We'll be able to see it. Good, nice forest next to it. It's a pickup truck. It's a piece of junk, a pickup truck. He stopped, looked, and just stopped and looked at me. Like, who does that? So I didn't point the camera around it right away. Everything I do so someone else doesn't get hurt. You know what I mean? I'm never worried about me. I'm worried that he might do something stupid and then I have to do something. You know what I mean? I'll have to. That's how badass I think I am. I know I am. So every move I make is actually a move to spare me going to prison and that guy being hurt. In a negative situation. I don't know. That guy very well might have been the nicest person to ever walk the earth. Man, he's going up there in that old thing. Like the muffler's not even on it. He's going all the way up. Good for him. Oh man, this is good. This is good stuff, you guys, right here. It's all them in there. Check that out. Wait till we can do this at night. We'll get them, and then they're going to have to probably, unless they're at that point we're okay with it, they're okay with it. But then they'll start adjusting. Because they've been constantly, over the last 100 years, adjusting to our tech. It's a constant adjustment they make to our situation, I believe. We used to just intermingle with them. It would always be like out there, but the Indians and stuff used to, I'm sure white people as well in certain situations. This is amazing to me. Okay, I haven't been here since I had the Triumph with Jen, which was 3 years ago or something like that, right? I left my key on. The difference in what I know now. You know what I mean? I couldn't see the half of it before. Give me 1 second. So I didn't know the miles. If I had to guess, 25 miles in on this dirt road, and it's just amazing. And then all of a sudden you come and there's this just a stop. There's a bathroom. It's the rivers right here. I'm going to show it to you. And you know, I remember sitting here really distinctly. I've been here a couple times actually. Not having a clue. Like I was into this. I started doing this, but I didn't know what I was doing. Sorry about that. I hit the button. And I see it's being here now just lets me know of how far I've come in this. You don't have to believe. I mean, it's not for you to believe. It's just I'm just proud of myself. I don't even know how this has all happened to me. The way these places and the way they are set up in a sense, it's just amazing. You know, they come to these ridges. It's just my distraction right now. I'm letting myself get too distracted, basically, with how they do it, and I know I shouldn't because I don't think I'm going to know in my brain until I see it, and I want to. But it's taken from me, like, because I'm over focusing on how they do some of this. Isn't it amazing? Wherever I go, a human went into the bushes and got 3 rocks and put it there during their busy day, and probably have one window with their children. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it. Just recently, there's a bone there too. Oh, look how disturbed it is in here. This little wallow thing. Let's see. That's weird. Look at that, you guys. What smell? Someone was burning plastic, because that's what it was. Losers. Loser. Look, you guys. It's bordered. There's no way. And then it's all chewed up. How'd that get like that? Right? Random rocks that were just put there. Like today. There's not even a mark there, right? And then there's all this weird stuff and chewed up bones with ants on it, which means that bone got there recently. That rock used to be right there. Wow, that was just done. I wonder if it was one of them. I actually don't wonder. And I see how blatant that is. What is in front of that way up there? You guys, I'm in a special area. I don't even know how to do a video here. It's too big. Where do you go? What the hell is that? I swear something just moved. It might have been the water. Alright, so that's possible. It fell over, but I don't buy it. Why does that look like a giant person with a hat on? Right there. I think it's just rock and shadow. So, that's interesting. I mean, I didn't even mean to find that. Which means we probably should walk. So here's where some people would come if they stop. What a great place. You can see how it's hardly ever been used because no one knows about it. You have to be way out here to use it. You'd have to like plan to be on this road. This is the Colorado River, to give you an idea. There's footprints of people. Someone came, they literally looked like they were here for a second, came, stood, turned, and left. Well, there is a little trail along the river, so there's the river, guys. It's a deep river, too, which is amazing. The Colorado River is unbelievable. The fishing has got to be outstanding. Probably some of the biggest trout. I mean, you'd have to Google it. I'm more of a bass fisherman than I am a trout fisherman. Let's get to this trail. Take a little walk. Let's do a YouTube video. Hey, there I am. Loser. It looks like I'm fat, but I'm not. It's just because I have all these layers on. I actually have they're sort of like ski pants. Like, I don't know what they are. More like adventure pants. My mom gave me them. They're not like really expensive. They're just like for beating up. They're perfect for the XR. And then of course I could pull them off if I really wanted to. Hey, look at that. What do you think that? You think that's all quartz right there? If that's all quartz, that's a mind blower. What else would that be? How is it all white like that? I don't think it could be quartz, but quartzy. Andrew, I was thinking about just for some reason, Andrew. He just popped in my head from Australia because he's, like I saw his post this morning, it's on the previous edition of Colorado Bigfoot, I was live. Or something like that. He does something, said something like that. Bird Kingdom, like right there. You start seeing that they're there. Top of the world. They could throw, a 600-person keg party and you would never know about it. Because they don't walk through your town or they're not on your Channel 5 news. You don't think it's real? Get a grip. I still find it amazing. Right up there is where that picnic table is. That wherever I go, I'm in the middle of freaking nowhere, guys, where there's a person stop. That's a person happens to go into the bushes, gets the bunch of rocks, like today, put some weird stick next to it. It's all ripped up and bark has all been peeled off for like a half an hour. Someone sat there and did that. And then it just amazes me that is everywhere I go. That there's someone that builds things everywhere I go. Normally this is crystal clear, but with snow melt, it's coming down the mountains and stuff like that. There's a lot of dirt being brought into it, so you can see it's pretty murky. This is what most rivers look like like where you are, but like even here you can see how clear it is. But there, you can tell right away, it's murky. It's snow melt, a lot of snow melt, but it's a deep river, which makes it really interesting to me. Wherever there's deep water, there's big life. That's my opinion. And in this case, most likely just big trout. But looking. Remember, they can just be the bushes. That's one river, unfortunately, you probably would not want to swim in because it's so cold. That's all snow melt. Not all of it, I mean, the temperature probably is all snow melt temperature because it is chilly. And then it's a river, so it's moving. It doesn't have much time to heat up. So remember, the things I tell you, I don't think you don't know this. I'm just saying it like out loud. I don't think I'm teaching you something. Interesting. See, I'm telling you, just because a person walks there doesn't mean it's not their home. Well, I missed it the first time. I didn't even see it. It was pulled out of the ground. I find that interesting. And then the fact that it's just laying right there. Where you at? You see how this goes all through? It's not people. You see how this goes through here? There's like little trails all through here. Oh, maybe it is people. I see people. No, I don't see any people. I see a lot of weird rocks. All those rocks got put there. I'm not kidding. That looks like you're at your grandmother's house at the beach and like there's like 30 years of shells like in the back porch or something. That's what that looks like to me. Is that more bones in there? I'll tell you, it's a very quiet place. Like, it's just because there's a bathroom there, you could be here for all day and no one's gonna even pass by. Fake fire. That's a real fire. And someone put a plastic. Just total loser. Now this whole area reeks like melted, burnt plastic. You know? Idiots putting like graffiti. It's pathetic. Okay? You're in a beautiful earth. Do you not realize that you're a living, breathing being that's been given the gift of life? Why is there a seat under that? You guys, what the hell is going on under the tree? There's a hole there. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a seat right there. I'm not kidding. Just like everywhere else they go, there's another one back there, a big one. Oh, he sits right here, you think, with people? You guys, I'm telling you, I know. The Ewoks, when I say things like that, then all of a sudden I get like this knowing for a fact. You guys, these were just put here. Look how unique it is. Like, see that rock? It's got like a jog, and that one just happens to fit right in it. There's ants there. That's interesting. There's an X over the ant hole. I'm not kidding. Wow, that was weird. Then I look down, I see these eyeballs just looking right at me. Look. He's right there. It's an other. It's an other. So this is just all crazy to me. The three rocks, this new weird looking bent stick that was just placed there, right? And then there's another just random little stick leaning on that, which is kind of weird. So these guys are little, I'm telling you. He's right here somewhere. See, these guys, I don't know if they have the... It's not quite what we might think, like the communication with us. So even if he's, like, let's just say one's over there. This is hypothetical, okay? He's in those, there's a couple of them in those bushes. And he is a part of that whole world, but they're different. There's no way to make a connection where a Sasquatch could be like, psst. You know what I mean? He gets it. There's like this, they're almost like they're people, like us, like the sense of humor, the whole thing. Might be different, but it's the same type of idea. And these guys aren't like that, so he couldn't come out and be like, hey, come here. That's the way I see these guys. That's why it's really hard to make a connection with some of the Ewoks. Not all of them, but some of these dudes that live by the river that have always been right here in front of you, and you've never known it. You'll be eating lunch, and they're right there watching you. and you've never known it. That's why I thought when I started doing this that maybe some people would be interested that, their little children are being watched by these creatures. Now, I would leave my children there with them, no problem. But I think you have the right to know, is what I'm saying. And that's the only reason one of the reasons I did this. The other thing is, how did all this bark? Like, it's just an amazing amount of bark. That's an amazing amount of bark. There's bones everywhere in here. So something's going on. The way things are all open, it's all dirt. It's all chewed up, so you can't make, where there's no evidence left. Like, they go like this, and this stuff, they don't make it. I was just chilling by the bike. It's so beautiful today. It's almost unbelievable. I've been overly grateful all day. Now, I'm looking at this tree. It's one of their weird trees, of course, right? They're looking at me from everywhere. It looks like a side to a face, which makes it a marker immediately. There's little ones here. Look at the face. It looks like a human almost. Look how weird. Around that tree. Looks. I mean, it's at least a point of interest, right? Like, I don't think I am going to go over there, but I just wanted to kind of zoom in on it. Remember, we don't understand some of it. More people write me all the time, like, Mark, I'm telling you, they're in my backyard. They come out of the trees. How many times have been written that someone's written that to me? I watch them. They're like, I don't think they're coming out. I think they make me believe that. And I was like, no, they're not coming out of the tree itself. It's just how they do this. No one's going to be in view of me. These guys, there's no doubt. There is a doubt, but these guys know exactly who I am. I had to walk over here. It's almost 6 o'clock at night. I gotta go. I'm way out here. I'm very low on gas because that thing takes under 3 gallons of gas. It's a brutal thing. I gotta upgrade the gas tank at some point. This is all quartz. The tree is weird. There's dirt and disturbances all around it. I was drawn to it. Wow, those are nice. I'm like, I'm gonna go get those. Look, what are the chances? All the way out here, and those are nice Columbias, you guys. Like, they're in really good shape. Those are like $200 shoes right there. They're in really good shape. Brand new, actually. Why would they throw them up there? Someone threw them from the road. I'll bet you. Now, that's not a smart move. You go to get those, that's high voltage. Probably not a good idea. Can it conduct through rope or through like a shoelace? I don't know, but I mean, if it's high enough voltage, maybe. I don't know how that works. I know, like rubber, you can do that, but looks like a trail, but it's just from snow melt. There's bones everywhere back here. So this is probably, although I haven't seen the evidence yet, probably got to be a bunch of cats back here. I know there's an abundance of coyotes, like tons of coyotes everywhere out here, but I'm seeing a lot of bones, which means something's getting a kill quite often. And then the scattered bones are typically like coyotes, because coyotes will go up to a cat's kill while the cat is on it and like try to steal pieces of meat. You guys have seen the African, you know how it works, and the cat chases the coyote. They don't even want to fight. They do that, and then the other ones distract. One comes in, and then they get a little piece, and they run off into a place like this and chew on their bone. Or the coyotes have a kill, and then the baby, the less dominant beings, break. you know, get kept from eating. And sometimes they have to steal it and run. Huh, interesting little snow melt bank. All right, so that's all. I'm not seeing anything here, but that rock is weird. This whole place is just a freaking unbelievable situation. Beautiful, if nothing else. Like, are you telling me that that thing on the end is not theirs? Come on. There's the doors. Look at the doors. Those are doors, I think. I'm not kidding. People don't understand that. I'm just trying to make the point that there could easily be them there. That's not what you think. They don't go by your rules. By our rules. Everything for them is different than us. So you have to leave those kind of possibilities. Those look like giant doors to me. Do they open and close regularly? No. Probably not. Did they at one time? Probably. And can they open again right now? Yeah. I see them everywhere I go when I find the best spots. I find the giant, like, ancient doors. It's not a coincidence. I know where I am. See, these guys won't distract. You know, how many times have I zoomed where I get distracted in the woods? Like, I'll zoom and you get a crazy wood knock. It's rare that happens here because how is that just sitting there like that? Oh my God, does that look like a face? Guys, look at that. Hold on. Look in the middle of that. Look in the middle. You'll see nostrils, 2 eyes, and a mouth. Looks like a tongue hanging out. The rock is the most bizarre rock you may have ever seen in your life. And it looks like one of them. You know, I don't know. You know, it's some of it, it's almost like they are the rocks. What don't we know? Look how weird all that is. That's all made by them, right there. That's all them. That's what it looks like. Except we're too willing to be like, nah, that's not what it is. That's not where it is. Really? Well, then they're doing a better job than I thought.